The women's club soccer team provides the highest level of competitive soccer available below the varsity level at the University of Virginia. The team consists of 20 girls, which practices 3 times a week. In the years past, the team's structure was comprised of a president who did both fieldwork, such as planning practices, subbing in games, and orchestrating the soccer aspect of the game, as well as the logistical side, which is organizing tournaments, calling refs, finding buses, all with the help of a vice president.
Before, the way that our team works is we are self-coached and run, basically, student run.
It's just hard when you're not getting, not necessarily paid, but there's no figurehead to listen to, oh, you're the coach, so that denotes a certain amount of authority, whereas yes, you're the president, but you're also my teammate who I hang out with, go out with, see in class. So it's bridging that boundary.
It's hard to be a player and a coach at the same time, because you're not only trying to focus on how the team can work better, how to run a smoother practice, and make sure the flow works, but also play yourself and improve and know when to take yourself out of a game and those kind of things. So.
However, with any self-coached team comes a struggle of power, organization, and structure. After an election which ended in a co-presidency along with 5 players quitting, the team's competitive streak halted.
I think that every time there's a leadership transition, everyone leads differently, so it is an adjustment. One of the biggest issues that I thought we had was delegation, kind of having 2 people at the top with somewhat designated roles, but nothing really defined.
We didn't really know which one was doing what, because officially one was a captain, and officially one was a president, and the captain did soccer stuff, and the president was supposed to do administrative work.
Throughout the course of all those things, losing some teammates and having kind of 2 people figure out how to assume this new role, our team really, I think, struggled. I remember our last game of the spring season. There are 11 players on a field, and we had 11 players show up to the game on a roster of 18, and we were just really dwindling, having a tough time.
Because the co-presidency didn't work, the team has now shifted back to its traditional way of having a president and a vice president. Even though the titles have changed, it appears that these roles are no different than that of the former co-presidency. The current president, Gabby Beard, is not only a second year, but is also a goalie, which inhibits her responsibility of delegating the field work.
Sometimes, depending on the person I do, or in a group setting, sometimes I feel I have to command respect a little more, repeat myself a few more times than I feel at least Lindsay last year had to, or some of the 4th years. So that's been kind of a frustrating thing, but other than that, people are very respectful on the team.
And people that are the same age as you, I think that's been very difficult, define, same age as younger, making sure you understand, you need to respect them and listen to them, and, you traditionally, a coach, makes you do fitness, makes you different things, tell you when the practice isn't going well, you're used to that, but it's just a different dynamic, and then also kind of realizing, that they, that the more you challenge them, the less, authority they have, so just respecting their decisions.
Yeah.
On top of this, the current vice president who's responsible for conducting these drills is currently abroad.
Pretty much what I've been doing is I will plan practice in the morning, the day we have practice, and I'll kind of plan it out, not minute by minute, but drill by drill, and the amount of time we're going to spend on each drill, and that's shared with Lindsay. And
Claire's going to be our vice president in the fall, but while Claire's abroad, the current 4th years, myself, and then the 4 other girls have basically collectively assumed the role of vice president and help kind of run the field practices.
The team has gone through several leadership styles. Like any self-coached team, strong leadership is vital for a successful and competitive season. Although the team refers to this year's leadership role as president and vice president, the roles of Gabby and the 4th years resemble that of their former and failed co-presidency structure. Although the team has recently battled with struggles of power, delegation, organization, and structure, there is still hope that the return of Vice President Claire from abroad can turn the team's bad luck around.
The fall is really the season that matters. It's our competition season, so that will be the kind of the true test. But I'm excited to see what happens. It'll be good and fun, and every year it's just adjusting to something a little bit different or new because we don't have a standard coach or anything like that. So.